If you pull up to work and your boss tells you, take out the trash, you're gonna take out the trash. If you live with your parents and your dad tells you to wash the dishes, you ain't got no choice but to wash the dishes. And if you tell yourself that you're gonna start that online business next week, that week rolls around and you still haven't done shit, you end up procrastinating. You end up saying you're too lazy. You end up saying because of this and because of that. What does that say about yourself? What up, gang? Today's video is going to be more of like a talking bit, mainly because I wanted to just provide you guys some value about helping you get to the best versions of yourself. Aside from that, we got a mic on deck over here. I'm just not like digging this look, man. But anyways, in today's video, I just wanted to go over, you guys just betting on yourselves, doing what it is you got to do to double down on yourselves, become the best versions of yourselves, all that stuff, man. But I want to talk about a couple reasons why you should bet on yourself. You got to start with your why, right? You got to start with the reasons why you're doing this, because that's what it all boils down to. So honestly, reason number one, off rip, man, like your full potential awaits. Your full potential is just right at the door. All you got to do is just go after it. This one was the biggest selling point for me, because when someone told me this, it never left my mind, man. It was always on my head, and I always would remind myself every morning, tomorrow is not promised. It's a harsh truth, man. There's a slight chance of you not even being able to wake up tomorrow morning. Knock on wood. Next month is not promised. Next year is not promised. You get the point. By all means, like, I'm not trying to scare anyone here. It's just for me to remind you that time is ticking, man. Time is nothing but a ticking bomb. As time passes, we're just getting closer and closer to our deathbed. And that's a reality of it. I really hope you guys have been doubling down on what it is you guys have to do, or just working towards what it is you have been neglecting for like the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. Right now is the perfect time for you to just go after it. So those are just some reasons why I wanted to just go over with you guys, so you guys can have a why, have a reason why you're going after what you're going and betting on yourself. Because if you're just betting on yourself every single day and your why does not exist, you're just gonna sit back and just be like, well, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna just quit this shit right now and just like move on to something else. You can't make your reasons all superficial and just go after the wrong things. So you guys get the point. So now let's just hop to the next topic, which is how you're gonna start betting on yourself and actually start taking action. So number one, this is just a mindset shift that I want you guys to really think hard about, is to respect yourself. You gotta respect yourself to the point where if you tell yourself that you're gonna do something, best believe you better get on that. You better put your foot down and say, fuck it, I'm gonna do this for me and not for anyone else. If you pull up to work and your boss tells you, take out the trash, you're gonna take out the trash. If you live with your parents and your dad tells you to wash the dishes, you ain't got no choice but to wash the dishes. And if you tell yourself that you're gonna start that online business next week, that week rolls around and you still haven't done shit, what does that say about yourself? That shows, the simple answer to that is that you have a lack of respect for yourself. Just think really hard about that. You tell yourself that you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, but you end up not doing it. You end up procrastinating. You end up saying you're too lazy. You end up saying because of this and because of that. All these excuses that are just very unreasonable. That shows a lack of respect for yourself. So start respecting yourself. Start respecting yourself like as if you are your own best friend. No one's gonna do that for you except for yourself. With us just finishing our first week of 2023, it's about time we stop spending time with the wrong people, spend more time, money, and energy into the right things. And I really hope you guys have been doing that for the last week. I'm not perfect. I'm on the same boat as y'all. I'm just here to share you guys that life is just so short. You really have to realize that the more time, money, and energy you spend on the wrong things, the further you're gonna get away from what it is that you're called for. So if you got a goal over here and you're just hanging out with the wrong group of people, all the time, this goal right here just gets further and further away. I'm gonna keep it simple, man. Like, spend less time, money, and energy into the things that don't value you. It's as simple as that. I feel like I want to go over this this too because I feel like this one would be really helpful. And that's if you just pull out a notebook, write 2 to 3 sentences about what you're gonna be doing that day to get you 1% closer to your goal. I like the saying, slow and steady wins the race. That's a fact, man. Like, you gotta take the shit slow and steady. You gotta put in the work, but you also gotta realize you're human. We need balance in our lives, so just focus on that 1% progression every single day. This one's also really important because I feel like I'm guilty of this, and a lot of us have been, especially when we're on our phones so much. Just overall, like, our screen time builds up, right? If we don't really take control, we'll just end up scrolling mindlessly. And next thing you know, like, hours and hours are, have gone by and you can't get that time back. I wanted to cover this because I've fallen short of this, and I wanted to share this with you guys so you guys don't do the same. I need you guys to cut out all the cheap dopamine in your life. Like that example I was just saying. Mindlessly scrolling for hours, that's gotta go. That is literally destroying you. That's also taking up energy, your attention, and literally so much time. Look at your screen time right now. If you're looking at your screen time right now and you've come to a realization that all that time that you spent on your phone did not bring any value to you, it's about time you start rearranging your priorities, your intentions behind going on a phone. If you think it's gonna value you, then yeah, by all means. But if you're always in the mindset of just wanting cheap dopamine and you're always scrolling on TikTok and just scrolling for hours on end, you're not really making good use of your time and energy. I'm not saying eliminate phones forever. Have some balance. If you want to scroll, go ahead and scroll all you want. Just don't be so OD about it. We've just wrapped up our first week of 2023, so remember what your goals are and just put yourself on the line. Straight up, just ask yourself, like, what am I gonna accomplish this year? What are the baby steps that I gotta take to get there? You can dream big all you want. You want all the things. Of course we do. Who doesn't, right? But I'm here to tell y'all, you gotta start with baby steps. The last little homework I got for y'all is be a mad scientist. Straight up, go to a coffee shop. If you got a little home, work, office space, whatever it is, pull out a notebook, grab a pen, start writing down things that you're gonna start doing on a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week basis for you to get closer to where you're trying to go. Because if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy on how to get there, if you don't even have a rough idea of what you want, chances are you're probably not gonna get there. Have a plan, have a strategy, take baby steps. It's all about baby steps here. Like I said earlier, right? 1% growth each day. No one's asking you to make a 20% jump each day. Just stick to that 1% and you'll get there in no time. So that's just my little message for you guys. Comment down below what you guys are doing for all of January to get you closer to your goals. But as of now, man, I wanted to keep this video short, not too crazy. Short form content in a form of a YouTube video. Just here to help you guys out. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate y'all. Hey man, without further ado, peace out.